Always ask, is there a student discount? If you want to buy a shoe, ask, is there a student discount? If you want to buy a cloth, is there this student discount? In fact, if you want to buy a pencil,
it's PASCOKE again.
and I told you that the first point or the first place that you should look for is a grocery store or the mall. In the mall, most of the time you'll find either a Walmart or a Sobeys. Those are the two major grocery stores in Canada, or depending on the city or the province that you find yourself, but they are like the big grocery brands in Canada, and they have most of their foods are cheap. Most of their stuffs, the things that you buy in there, are super cheap compared to other stores that you might even find yourself or find around, depending on the province that you find yourself to. So let's continue. Just like I said to you, it is cheaper to eat at home or to cook your own food than to eat out. Oh, guys, it is cheaper to cook your own food than to eat out. The reason why I said you should get some groceries with you, the reason why I said you should get some grocery with you when coming to Canada, or get some groceries immediately you land in Canada so that you can cook things for yourself. Because if you start by eating out, you're going to spend all the money that you have with you. Before you even know it, you're going to spend all the money that you have with you. So the way to save money is to cook, and cook inside. Cook for yourself. That way you're going to save a lot of money. So now that you're in Canada, another thing that I would advise that you do is try to make friends. When you meet people, greet them, say hello to them, no matter where you meet people, in the bank, in the mall. So long people are saying hi to you, try as much as possible to say hi to people. Once the school starts, try as much as possible to make friends, international students, people from your country, try as much as possible to meet with them, make friends with them. If you have a mosque or you have a church, if you're a Christian or a Muslim, a church is probably the easiest place to make friends from the same country, or a mosque is the place to make friends from the same country. Try as much as possible to go to the church or to go to the mosque that is closest to you, and there you can meet up with people from your country or people or other international students that will be very, very helpful to you. Try as much as possible to make friends. So now that you have landed in Canada, that you're probably like a Canadian, you know, somehow like a Canadian, that you are in Canada already, and school is about to resume. When school resumes and you start receiving lecture, try as much as possible to ask your lecturers if there are courses that you need to buy textbooks and all that. Try to save money by asking them if you can borrow those textbooks from the library. If you can borrow those textbooks from the library, there's no need for you to buy any books. So just save your money on books. And if it is compulsory to have a copy of that book or buy for yourself, there are also stores within the school that can sell like second-hand version of that book or of that textbook that you're trying to buy. Even on Amazon, you can get the textbook that your lecturer is asking you to buy for a very cheaper rate. There are different sites that you can get textbooks. Just try as much as possible to save money by looking up stores or around you that you can get or you can borrow that textbook from. So that way you'll be able to have that textbook for a cheaper value than what is obtainable. So when it comes to saving money and living for free, you know, I told you, I spoke about the International Student Office. Take the International Student Office as serious as possible. You can get a lot of information and a lot of help from there. It is from the International Student Office that you get access to bursaries too. You remember when I spoke about scholarship? The International Student Office have a lot of scholarships with them, and they also most times in charge of bursaries and financial aid that can help you with food or living expenses in Canada. Another thing that you should know is this, that the International Student Office always have different programs that are very helpful for you to settle down in the country. And one of those programs are in conjunction with some farmers that they will supply grocery for a cheaper amount. They have certain vegetables that they will package together and say what are those things that you need regularly, and they will buy around and they will say you can get them for a cheaper price from them. So try as much as possible to follow up with the International Student Office. They are always a very good spot for you to be in order to save money. You will save a lot of money. Believe me, it is one of those things that I probably regret not doing as much as possible. But I also got bursary when I found out about applying for bursaries from the International Student Office. I think another thing that I should talk about is the thrift store. The thrift store in New Brunswick or in Fredericton, there's a thrift store called the Value Village. The Value Village. It's a place where you can get cheap items like second-hand items. They are not items that are bad or that are spoiled. You can get items from clothing, items from blankets, from duvet to pots, to utensils in the kitchens, to electronics and everything. Just try as much as possible to visit the thrift store. It is a place that would help you to save money. It is not good for you to start buying new things. New things are really expensive in Canada, but then before you start making enough money to start flexing when you get to Canada, try as much as possible to visit the thrift store and save money by buying the things that you need there. And another thing, emphasis on the things that you need, not the things that you want. I know that you want a lot of things when you get to Canada, especially when you need to take pictures and show people that you have arrived already. But please do not be in a hurry. Do not be in a rush to impress anybody. You just want to live as peaceful as possible, as comfortable as possible, and save enough money. So the thrift store is a place for you to visit. And before I leave you today, I need to tell you that one thing that should come to your mind again is when spending money or when you're about to spend money in Canada, always remember to ask them. If you're at the store, if you're at the grocery, ask them, is there a student discount? Oh my goodness, you should ask. Oh, if you don't ask, you will not know. Which always ask, is there a student discount? If you want to buy a shoe, ask, is there a student discount? If you want to buy a cloth, is there this student discount? In fact, if you want to buy a pencil, ask, is there a student discount? If there's a student discount, they will tell you and they will reduce the price of the things that you want to buy. Especially at the grocery stores, there are grocery stores that give student discounts. There are restaurants that give student discount too as well. And there are stores, a lot of stores that give student discounts. So try as much as possible to ask for student discount. Another thing that you can do is there are always mails that come to your house. Look for coupons. Yes, coupons are good things too as well. Coupons, look for coupons and save coupons. Coupons where they tell you that on these days you can come and eat food that is for $20 for $10. Or you can come and buy things that is for this also thing. But make sure that it is things that you need that you are buying, not just things that you want. Just save coupons for days that you will be needing them. And that way you'll be able to save a lot of money. I really hope I've been able to help you with this video. And if you have any other question, you can always drop them in the comment section for me. I'm going to try as much as possible to answer to a lot of questions that I can answer to. And believe me, if you need to talk to me, if you need to have conversation with me, you can always visit my website too on www.pascoke.com. Pascoke is spelled as PASCOKE.com, and I'll always get back to you as soon as possible. So guys, thank you very much for joining me again. It's been a lovely time talking to you, and I hope that we can do this very soon. And I hope that this video has been really helpful to you. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friend. Until next time that I meet you again, my name is Pascal, or you can call me Pascali, that you already know. Bye, take care.
Oh, na na na, oh, it's PASCOKE, man.